you for joining me, and welcome to this Reiki session for finding good friends. So whether it's animal, human, or I don't know, spirit, I hope that good friends come into your life. If you are a Reiki practitioner, then feel free to add the Reiki to the session, whether this is live or saved. And if you've never done Reiki before, all you need to do is allow the Reiki to come to you from the universe. We are just facilitators. At the center, we have the True Love card. This love is a once in a lifetime love. This was from our reading. Super exciting this came up for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoy the Reiki. The Reiki lasts about 10 minutes, okay? So just relax, sit back, and enjoy the Reiki. Thank you. Okay, peace be with you guys. Have a nice day. And please like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for your support. Wish you best of luck with good friends. Take care. Bye.